That's exactly why this year's training camp feels different. There is a growing belief around the league that Buffalo has assembled one of its deepest rosters since Josh Allen became the face of the franchise. On paper, that's fantastic news. Championship teams are supposed to have competition everywhere. But there's another side to that reality that isn't nearly as comfortable. When talent is stacked across multiple positions, difficult decisions become unavoidable. Some players who would easily make the roster on another NFL team may not survive final cuts in Buffalo. Others could suddenly become valuable trade pieces if another franchise suffers injuries during camp. And when that's the expectation, nobody receives special treatment. One player who enters camp carrying enormous expectations is second-year wide receiver Keon Coleman. But the NFL has a way of reminding young players that talent alone isn't enough. Coleman's rookie season showed flashes of exactly why the Bills believed in him. There were moments where his physical ability looked impossible to defend. Then there were stretches where consistency became the biggest concern. Like many young receivers entering the league, adapting to NFL defenses proved more difficult than expected. Now, entering his second season, the expectations have changed. Nobody inside the organization is simply hoping Coleman develops anymore. They're expecting him to take a significant step forward. Unfortunately for him, the competition surrounding him has become much tougher. Buffalo completely reshaped its receiving core during the offseason. The addition of DJ Moore instantly changed the hierarchy of the offense. Moore arrives with the expectation of becoming Josh Allen's primary target and one of the most productive receivers this team has had in years. Meanwhile, Khalil Shakir continues earning trust every single season. His chemistry with Allen has become obvious, and offensive coordinator Joe Brady clearly values his reliability in critical situations. Joshua Palmer also enters camp with legitimate opportunities after joining the team in free agency. Coaches believe his route-running ability and versatility fit perfectly into Buffalo's offensive system. Suddenly, Coleman isn't simply competing for playing time. He's competing against experienced receivers who have already earned trust from coaches and quarterbacks alike. League executives have reportedly described this as one of the most important training camps of Coleman's career so far. Not because anyone doubts his talent, but because this is where organizations discover whether raw potential is becoming dependable production. That's what separates good NFL players from future stars. Every preseason drive becomes another opportunity to prove that last season's inconsistencies are firmly behind him. The good news for Coleman is that nobody inside the organization appears interested in giving up on him. Buffalo invested valuable draft capital because they believe his ceiling remains extremely high. However, believing in potential doesn't mean handing someone a starting job. The best players will play. That same philosophy applies throughout the entire roster. Take veteran receiver Mecole Hardman. Few players in the league possess his speed. His return ability has helped teams in big moments, and his experience in championship environments makes him valuable inside any locker room. But the Bills aren't evaluating resumes. They're evaluating production. If younger receivers outperform Hardman throughout camp, his experience alone may not be enough to guarantee a roster spot. That possibility has created another interesting scenario league insiders continue discussing. Instead of simply releasing experienced veterans during final roster cuts, Buffalo could actively explore trade opportunities. Every August, NFL teams lose players to injuries. Defensive backs suffer knee injuries. Depth charts change overnight. When those situations arise, contenders often search for experienced replacements before Week 1 arrives. If Buffalo finds itself with more NFL-caliber receivers than available roster spots, Brandon Beane may decide collecting draft capital is far more valuable than allowing talented veterans to walk away without compensation. That's simply smart roster management. Terrell Shavers enters another camp trying to prove he deserves a permanent role on this football team. Coaches appreciate his athletic profile, but opportunities have been difficult to find inside an increasingly crowded offense. Jalen Virgil faces a similar challenge. Both players understand that every preseason snap functions as an audition not only for Buffalo, but potentially for every other team watching around the league. Strong performances could keep their NFL careers moving forward. Poor performances could send them searching for opportunities elsewhere. It's the harsh reality of professional football. Everyone else becomes part of the difficult business side of the NFL. Another fascinating battle will take place in the secondary. Damar Hamlin remains one of the most respected players inside the Bills organization. His journey has inspired fans across the football world, and teammates consistently praise his leadership and professionalism. But respect doesn't automatically translate into playing time. Buffalo strengthened its defensive backfield during the offseason, creating legitimate competition across multiple positions. Still, younger defensive backs are determined to earn larger roles. That creates another difficult evaluation process for Sean McDermott and his coaching staff. Every defensive back must earn opportunities based on performance, not popularity, not contracts, not previous accomplishments. That's exactly the competitive culture Buffalo has worked years to establish. The running back room may produce another surprise. James Cook remains firmly established as the lead back, but behind him the competition becomes incredibly interesting. Modern NFL offenses demand versatility. Running backs must contribute on special teams. They must catch passes. They must protect quarterbacks in pass protection. Simply carrying the football well isn't enough anymore. That's why younger, developmental players sometimes beat experienced veterans during final roster decisions. Special teams value matters. Versatility matters. Those qualities often become the difference between making the roster and becoming a late August roster cut. League executives have quietly suggested Buffalo could surprise people by moving on from a recognizable veteran if younger players demonstrate greater overall value during camp. Would that upset fans? Absolutely. That's the question Brandon Beane must answer. Every championship organization eventually reaches this point. Emotion cannot outweigh football decisions, and Buffalo believes this roster is capable of competing with anyone in the NFL. That's exactly why these evaluations carry so much importance. Now, while competition dominates nearly every position, another story has quietly captured attention around Bills Mafia. Veteran wide receiver Brandon Cooks reportedly remains interested in returning to Buffalo. From his perspective, his story with the Bills feels unfinished. It's actually easy to understand why. When Cooks previously arrived, he entered an offense already deep into its season. Learning an NFL playbook isn't easy. Developing trust inside Joe Brady's offensive system doesn't happen overnight. Everything moved incredibly fast. Instead of benefiting from organized team activities, minicamp, and a full training camp, Cooks had to learn on the fly while contributing during an active playoff race. That's a difficult situation for any veteran. According to reports, Cooks believes fans never truly saw the best version of what he could have brought to Buffalo. He feels another opportunity with a complete offseason would produce entirely different results. There are certainly reasons to understand the belief. Throughout his career, Cooks has consistently demonstrated elite speed. Few receivers have maintained his ability to stretch defenses over such a long period. He surpassed 1,000 receiving yards 6 different times during an outstanding NFL career. That kind of production doesn't happen accidentally. Even during his brief time in Buffalo, there were moments where his explosiveness still appeared obvious. He created separation. He challenged defensive backs vertically. He reminded everyone why he remained one of football's most respected deep threats for so many seasons. Unfortunately, football memories can sometimes become unfair. Many fans remember one costly turnover during the postseason rather than the important contributions he made throughout Buffalo's playoff run. That's difficult for any veteran competitor, especially one who believes he still has something left to offer. Reports indicate Cooks would welcome another opportunity to change that narrative. He doesn't want his Buffalo chapter defined by one painful moment. He wants another chance to contribute to a championship run. The problem isn't necessarily whether Cooks can still play. The problem is simple mathematics. Look at Buffalo's receiver room today. DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Joshua Palmer. Young developmental talent continues impressing coaches. Veterans remain fighting for roster spots. Special teams contributors hold additional value. Every available position already has multiple players competing. Finding room for another experienced receiver suddenly becomes incredibly difficult. Even if coaches believe Cooks could still help Josh Allen, they must ask a much larger question. Is one veteran receiver worth sacrificing a younger player's long-term development? That's never an easy decision. Championship teams constantly balance present success against future stability. Sometimes youth wins. Sometimes experience wins. Every roster tells a different story. Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott now face exactly that challenge. Would bringing back Cooks improve Buffalo's chances this season? Possibly. Would it cost another young player an opportunity to develop into a future starter? Possibly. Those are exactly the conversations taking place inside NFL front offices every single summer. Fans often see only the final roster. They rarely see the impossible choices required to create it. That's why this training camp promises to become one of the most fascinating in recent Bills history. Some young players will officially announce themselves as future stars. Others may discover just how difficult surviving in the NFL can be. Veterans hoping for one more championship opportunity will battle against younger players chasing the first real opportunity of their careers. Every practice carries enormous consequences. Every preseason game becomes another chapter in someone's NFL journey. And when final roster decisions finally arrive, not everyone will celebrate. Some players will hear their names called as starters. Others may receive unexpected trade news. Some will unfortunately receive the difficult phone call every NFL player fears. But that's the price of building a championship roster. The Bills understand that reaching another playoff appearance isn't enough anymore. Competing for the AFC East isn't enough anymore. Everything inside one Bills drive is focused on taking the final step that has remained frustratingly out of reach. That's why this training camp feels different. The competition feels sharper. The urgency feels greater. Every decision carries enormous significance because every move is being made with one destination in mind: the Super Bowl. Over the coming weeks, Bills fans will witness position battles, breakout performances, surprising disappointments, and perhaps even unexpected trades that nobody currently sees coming. By the time Week 1 arrives, this roster could look noticeably different from the one entering training camp today. One thing, however, seems absolutely certain. No player will receive anything they haven't earned. And if Buffalo truly believes this is finally the year they can bring a Lombardi trophy back to Western New York, that's exactly how it should be.